Hey guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel, Tech Sunday. I know a lot of us, including me, watch quite a few tech YouTubers who show us the latest gadgets, from the latest phones, to the latest computers, to the latest iPhones and iPads even. And whilst I really enjoy this sort of content, I realised very quickly that in my position as a student, as someone who's not even earning a salary yet, I'm not going to go out and buy the latest iPad every year. I'm not going to go out and buy the latest MacBook Pro every year. There is some tech that I invest in, and I invest in wisely. And the point of this series is for me to share with you things that I think are really useful and will give you the biggest return from a student perspective. We'll spend 5 minutes every Sunday talking about a bit of tech. And these videos will revolve around 4 key concepts: necessity, price, everyday usability, and last but not least, durability. These 4 things are really important things that I take into account every single time I purchase any bit of tech. How much do I need this? Can I afford this? Am I going to use it every day or often enough to justify purchasing it? And lastly, will it last me a long time? Or is it something which is going to last me a year and break down very quickly? So these 4 concepts are going to be critical in allowing us to have these fantastic videos coming up over the next few weeks and months even, and that allow me to share with you tech that has made significant contributions to my own life, and hopefully it'll help you out as much also. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I release videos, and let's roll the intro. I hope you enjoyed that mini intro that I came up with for this series, and with no further ado, let's get on to headphones. This week's review is going to revolve around the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. These are the QC25s, a pair I bought over 4.5 years ago, and today I'm going to tell you why these are a fantastic investment. These headphones have allowed me to boost my productivity and allowed me to enjoy music that little bit extra. So these headphones, what's so special about them? These headphones fall under the category of active noise cancelling headphones. So what they do is, using microphones, listen to background noise and produce out of phase waves that practically cancel out the waves of the sound coming from the outside world. So what does that mean in real life? Let's say you're on the tube in London and the train's droning along non-stop. These headphones listen to it, they hear the droning sound, and they produce waves along with the music that pretty much cancel out this droning tube noise. So all you can hear is your music and a tiny bit of background noise, maybe someone talking or maybe the doors opening and closing. And what it means is they pretty much get rid of most, if not all, background noise. Now, how active noise cancelling headphones differ from normal headphones is the fact that normal headphones, you have to sort of crank up the volume to drone out the background noise. So if you're on a bus, let's say, you hear the engine rumbling along, what I used to do before I got these was turn up my volume a bit just so that I can listen to my music a bit more. But the downside of that is your volume's quite high, it's going to damage your ears, but also you may have realised if your headphones are quite loud, the sound quality isn't as good. Now, these things have allowed me to work in a variety of crazy places, from cafes to on the bus to even on the tube. You put these on and literally the sound around you, the background noise is cancelled out in the most part. And that allows me personally to focus more on what I'm doing, whether that's typing an email or whether it's simply browsing Instagram. Now, the reason why I went for these is because Bose is also known for some decent music quality. I know Bose isn't the best, but from them you can pretty much always expect a reliably good source of sound. That said, when I do listen to a bit of hip hop or some rap or something, the bass is a bit disappointing. But on the other side, when I'm listening to just general pop, a bit of jazz, a bit of classical music, these headphones are just absolutely brilliant. Now, the current price of these is around £150, I think, but when I purchased them, these were the top of the range and they were about £265. But if you get these now, they're a fantastic bargain. But that said, beware, there are newer models. As you can see, this thing comes with a wire and an aux cable. So some of you might want to look into the Bose QC35 or the QC35 Mark IIs, or even the new Bose 700s. And those headphones, they incorporate Bluetooth functionality, but also they don't have these pesky AAA batteries that you have to use. And lastly, they improve on the sound quality and ability of active noise cancelling. Now, the thing that I've been most impressed with these is their build quality. Literally 4 years of wear and tear, and the most I've had to change is these AirPads, because think about it, 4 years of sweat and even using these in the gym, these do get a bit mucky. To change these out, they cost me a few pounds. I put them in myself, just stick them in. The outside rubber is getting a bit tatty, but then again, that's just cosmetic. So for a pair of headphones that I bought 4.5 years ago, these things are holding up fantastically well. Now let's look at the equivalent of, I don't know, you buying a pair of headphones off Amazon. Let's say you buy some, I don't know, Chinese Tautronic ones, which I've bought in the past myself. Now those headphones I purchased for, let's say, £20, and they worked quite well, for the gym mostly, but within a few weeks or months, they became very irritating. The Bluetooth wasn't working properly, and also I had to put up with the rather tinny sound quality. So these things, given their build quality, if you think about it, £265 over 4 years, that's not even £70 a year to give you the ability to study practically anywhere, but also actually have some decent quality music. So having talked about them briefly, let's go through our 4 core criteria as to whether you should invest in a pair of active noise cancelling headphones or not, particularly from Bose. From a necessity point of view, I'd say active noise cancelling headphones are an absolute must for a student. These things literally boosted my productivity so much whilst I was at school, because they allowed me to work in a library and literally ignore all the sounds around me. They allowed me to work in places where before I wouldn't have been able to concentrate too much. So I'd say a 5 out of 5 for necessity. The price, okay, brand new, you're looking at spending around £265 to about £300 for the latest models, but you can still get new ones of the QC25s for about £150. I wouldn't recommend getting these things secondhand because you don't know how they've been used. So price-wise, out of 5, I'd say these are a 3 out of 5. You can get far cheaper active noise cancelling headphones from Amazon, but equally, you can get rather expensive Bang and Olufsen headphones that do the same thing but are more luxurious for a higher price. So price-wise, like I said, 3 out of 5. Now for everyday usability, we'll give them a 4 out of 5. I use these around 3-4 times a week when I'm travelling, particularly on a bus or on a train. Now the reason why I don't give them 5 out of 5 is because I don't actually like using these all the time. When I'm at home, I find that by having these, active noise cancelling headphones on all the time, the pressure of having these on for ages and ages and ages sometimes gets a bit uncomfortable. But also nowadays I don't use these things as often at the gym, mainly because they are overhead and they do get a bit sweaty. So they don't tend to smell the nicest when you do use them at the gym, and the wire gets horrendously inconvenient when you do try and jog on the treadmill. Again, they're not designed to be used at a gym. So 4 out of 5 for that category. The last category, the durability of these, a solid 5 out of 5. Yes, they do look a bit raggedy. However, if you purchase a pair, look after them, and use them when you need to, not only will you get the luxury of some fantastic active noise cancelling headphones, you will also get something which will last you for a long period of time. So they're good quality and they'll last you for ages. Now to end this review, it's important that we talk about a few alternatives to these. Of course, like I said, Bose isn't the best in terms of covering all fields. Their sound quality is good, but I've heard reviews that other headphones, like the Sony active noise cancelling headphones, the sound quality is better. Now you've also got Beats, who do some rather expensive Beats Studio headphones and their solo headphones, but I've never been convinced by Beats. I've always believed that Beats is a company which focuses much more on their branding and less on their actual research that allows them to achieve good sound. The quality of them and their performance just isn't on par with the Sony, the Bose and the Bang & Olufsen active noise cancelling headphones. So there are some competitors, so do your research, but like I said, if you purchase a pair of these and look after them, these are absolutely bulletproof. Hopefully it has been helpful, and hopefully you will also consider getting a pair of active noise cancelling headphones. Like I said, they're fantastically useful. They'll 100% boost your productivity whilst also allowing you to enjoy music a bit more.